Aditi, welcome to Dubai. Welcome to Z Connect.
Thank you so much.
You're wearing a lovely color.
Thank you.
And the ever-glowing Aditi. We've watched you on screens and now sitting here live in front of you. I think you've done a fabulous job, putting yourself out there and then opening up the paths for a lot of married women. We'll come to that. For now, we'll take you back in your journey. Tell me, you have had an incredible career as a model, as a doctor, as an actor. What made you go, diverse into such paths and, work towards each one of them and balance them out?
Well, when I was growing up, I always wanted to be a doctor and I worked towards that. I never ever thought I would come into the glamour and the modeling and the acting field. It just happened to me.
Was there never like a thought at the back of your mind that I want to be?
Never, ever. My sole focus was to be a doctor, a medical doctor, open my own nursing home, have 2 dogs, 2 children, settle down and, run my nursing home. But when that's what they say, right, that God has some other plans in mind and I got to go with the flow. So I did participate in a beauty pageant called Gladrag's Supermodel pageant just for the fun of it. Because one of my friends said, why don't you participate, and first I thought he was joking, but I said, okay, let me just give it a shot. At that time I did not have heels, I did not have any makeup, nothing, because I was a student, I was studying, and then I won it, and after that work just kept flowing, and I started doing ads, and then I got offers for films for which I wasn't ready at that point, so I said no. But then eventually I said, okay, let me give it a shot. Let's see how that pans out. And then there was no looking back. I started doing MD Gynac. I did it for a year, but then just that this field kind of also needs 100%. So I said, I'll give it 1 year and come back. But that 1 year has extended to so many years.
Yeah. No. In modeling also, I think you've had a very celebrated career. In fact, you were the first Indian to be the Miss World 2001.
Mrs. World, yes.
Mrs. World.
Yeah.
And that's what opened up the path for a lot of married women. I think they started feeling that they could also do something. Being married doesn't mean that it's an end to the career if they are looking to be in the glam world.
Yeah.
Do you feel proud looking back at that achievement?
Yes, absolutely. Because when I participated in Mrs. World, at that time, unfortunately, there was no space for married women in the glamour field, in the glamour industry. So a lot of women, a lot of main lead actresses used to hide their relationships, forget marriage, but even relationships, because that was the demand, that was the need of the hour. And here I was, top model. I said, okay, I'm going to go and, participate in a beauty pageant. So first, there was a lot of smirks and scoffs and like, okay, what is she doing? What is she thinking? So anyway, I said, it's fine. I want to do it for myself. And I went to Las Vegas. I won the crown. And after that, it pretty much changed. The whole scenario changed, where today we see main lead actresses having babies and then still doing main lead cinema. And I'm so proud of the fact that things have changed for married women.
Yeah, lovely. On the acting front, now that we have OTT, there are so many different platforms that come up with different kinds of shows, web series, movies. Do you think that has opened up a lot of opportunities and roles for women?
Absolutely, because earlier, once you finished your, so to say, that period when you can do main lead, it pretty much transitioned to being a hero's mother or a heroine's mother, if at all some lawyer or a doctor, like a small role, a character role. But with OTT, what has happened is women, irrespective of what the age they are at, they can still play main lead. And fantastic roles are being written, and it's not really art cinema, because that is one part where women could still express themselves, and no matter what age. But in OTT, on that platform, sky's the limit, and that's beautiful, it's wonderful.
Right. You've also now come back to judging a contest for Mrs., the pageant that you once participated and won the crown. And so you think life has come a full circle for you?
Yes, absolutely. Oh my God. It felt nostalgic when I went this year to Mrs. World, because fortunately, it just so happened that it was on the same stage where I was crowned Mrs. World that this pageant happened. I met Elaine Marmel, who is the founder of Mrs. World, and it felt so beautiful. I recently went to China because one of my participants from Marvelous Mrs. India, which is my very own, my pageant for married women, which I started recently, she participated in one of the international pageants in China. And now seeing it from the other side, it does make me feel like, oh my God, this is such a beautiful journey.
You must be exactly feeling the butterflies that the participants have, and you know what to say when the Q&A round and then the different rounds.
Yeah, it's a wonderful journey.
Aditi, you are a champion at advocating gender-neutral language, especially when it comes to beauty standards and pageants. Tell us more about that.
Well, I believe, frankly, I don't think men and women are equal. I think we are built differently. This whole thing about gender equality, I think we get confused because we have to realize that we have differences. It is not about the fact that we are same, but the opportunities that are given should be same. So that's what I mean when I say gender equality, that don't treat your son and daughter differently. And it starts with that. It starts with parenting. It starts, yeah, exactly. It starts with the mother. It starts with the father, with the grandparents. That don't treat your children differently. If the opportunity given to a son is A, then offer that to your daughter as well. It should be equal there.
Yeah.
And we got to celebrate the differences. The way emotionally women are stronger than men. Men are not. Physically, men are stronger than women.
Yeah.
Right? So we got to celebrate the differences and then come together and as human beings build something that is so much more beautiful than what it is.
Yeah, keeping those differences in mind and their capabilities, understanding them, as you rightly said, giving the same opportunities to both right from when they're being raised and brought up is important.
Like for example, salaries, right? Whether it's a corporate field or in Bollywood, there is so much of a difference for the same work that a woman and a man is putting in.
True.
Why that difference? That's where gender equality comes into the picture.
Absolutely, very well said. What's coming up for you in on the acting front or pageants or judging more pageants?
A lot of things happening, touch wood. Basically, we're working at sending our couple of delegates from Marvelous Mrs. India to international pageants in August. So we are working on that. I'm also preparing for my season 2 for Marvelous Mrs. India, and I might do it in UAE. That's something that I'm looking forward to. So we are working towards that. On acting front, well, I had to rush back from Dubai tonight because Netflix has a series called Mismatched, and season 3 shoot is happening in Jaipur. So tomorrow morning I take the 5 a.m. flight to go to Jaipur and shoot there for Mismatched 3. That's what is happening on the acting front, and things keep happening, it's great. Yeah.
You have quite a packed schedule ahead of you, as we can see. It's lovely to have you here in Dubai. While you're here, you're part of you're associated with the UAE Women Achievers Season 2 event by Anul, and it's been yet another successful event for her. She was talking about it. How do you feel being associated with it?
I think Anul is somebody that I derive inspiration from, the way she conducted the entire program. I told her, I said, you've got a power-packed hall over here with so many beautiful women who have gone out of their way, thought out of the box, or some women don't even have the box. They've just gone out there and achieved so much, and it was truly inspiring and a beautiful event.
Yeah. Great. Thank you so much, Aditi, for sharing so much with us, and it's lovely to have you, and keep that smile on and keep looking stunning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.